Hello teachers, this video is about the teacher interface used in QMath's online program. This is the interface that you'll use to take classes. To log into this interface, type leap-teacher.qmath.com and log in using your registered phone number and the OTP that you receive. Remember that you can log in 5 minutes prior to the class start time and up to 2 minutes after the class gets started. Post that, your class will automatically get closed and you'll not be able to log into that particular. After you log in, this is the page that you will be taken to. Let us look at some of the important features of this web page that you will need during your class. As you can see on the left side of your screen, you'll have a list of students attending the class, along with their name, grade, and a few other buttons. In this particular case, there is only one student in the class. This round button next to the student's name shows if the student is present in the class or not. When the student joins the class, it turns green. In case the student has not logged in, this button will become red. In some cases, the student might also be shown red because of an unstable internet connection, which might lead to him being disconnected from the class. The next is the idle icon. In case the student has joined the class but is not working on his worksheet, this is the button that will let you know about it. If the student has not been working on his worksheet, then this particular icon gets highlighted and becomes blue. In all other cases, it remains colorless. This next button is the mistake button. This glows up when the student makes an error in any particular question. The button with the question mark icon will lit up when the student clicks on Ask Teacher button. We will discuss more about this further in this video. This message icon here helps you to chat with the student. Clicking here will open the chat window for you and you can talk to the student through this chat window. At the top center of the screen, you can see how much time has elapsed since the time the class got started. Usually your class will run for an hour. This image on the top right corner will display your profile picture. There are some important features within this block as well. Let's look at them one by one. The End Class button helps you end your class. Let's say you are having a class which will technically get over in 60 minutes, but you will also have a buffer of 5 minutes included for completing any ongoing conversation with your student. In case you do not need this buffer time, then you can click on the End Class button and finish the class. You can also find the System Check button here, which you can use to check the speaker, camera, microphone, and internet speed. There is a separate video in this training which explains this in details. And finally, the Logout button, which you can use to log out from the interface. Now, how can you know what the student is working on? Well, that's easy. You just have to click on the Live Class button from the top of the screen. This will show you the available worksheets for all the chapters assigned to the student and also the current worksheet that he or she is working on. For example, this student here has many chapters assigned to him. However, he is currently active on this chapter. You can see the worksheet name here, which is Basic Problems for grade 1 to 6. There are 6 questions in this worksheet and the student is working on question number 3. This red button indicates that the student has made an error in one of the parts of this question. You can scroll down to find that particular part of the question. Green button indicates that all the parts in this question are attempted correctly. The gray indicates that the student has not attempted this question yet. Remember that this is not real-time data and you'll have to refresh this data from time to time. In order to get updated student progress, you'll have to click on this Reload button. This will refresh the student data and will let you know the question that the student is currently working on. Icon, never click the refresh button from the top. That way you will be disconnected from any ongoing conversation or a call. Always remember to use the reload button only. Did you notice that there are options for you to make a video call or an audio call to the student? The button here will help you with that. Clicking on the video camera icon will start a video call and the phone icon will lead to an audio call. You can make either of these calls when you want to connect with the student. They do not have this facility to call you. If they need you, they will click on a button called Ask Teacher available on their screen and you will get a notification on the Doubt option, which is the option with the question mark found on the top right corner that we discussed earlier. Along with that, you will also get a message in the chat window which will tell you the exact question where the student is facing an issue. Once you know the question that the student is facing an issue, you can use the chat box or calling option to understand what the exact problem is and resolve the doubt. Once the doubt is cleared, you'll have to come back to this box on the top left corner and click on the Resolved button. This is required so that the next time the student raises a doubt, you will be aware that this is a fresh doubt and you can take immediate action. Now let's see how the video call button works. Once you click on the video call button, you will see the call is ongoing option here, which replaces all the earlier icons. If the internet takes some time to load, you can wait. Once your call gets connected, you can see this small video screen here at the bottom left. In this small video screen, you can see your face here in the corner and you can see the student's face as well. You will not have any option to turn off the camera or the microphone during the call. The only option that you have is to end the call by clicking on this red button. Remember not to refresh the screen when the video call is ongoing. You can click on the reload option to see the progress made by the student. If you are facing an issue because the internet is slow or the student is facing low bandwidth, you can use the audio call option as well by clicking here. Everything will remain the same except that you will not see the video of each other. Once you have connected through a call, the whiteboard option on the right side of the screen will get activated. This is the feature that will allow you to interact with the student by writing your explanations or by inserting relevant images for proper understanding. We will learn more about the whiteboard and its features in a separate video. Remember to explore all the features of the whiteboard before starting any demo. Let's now look at these buttons in the top middle of the screen. We have already seen what live class is. Next is the curriculum button. This button will give you a list of all the chapters that are currently assigned to the student. Some of the chapters will be active and some will be locked, which will get unlocked in the future. In the next button, which is the activity log button, you can see which chapters the student has attempted and on which date. Under the More option, you can see Assign, Remarks, School Exams and Analytics options. You can use the Assign option to assign remedial worksheets or test series for the student. Using the Remarks button, you can add a remark on various topics. You can enter the details of the school exam using this button, which can be used for analytics later. And you can also look at the available data by clicking here. As this is a new student that I'm looking at, we do not have any records here as of now. If you have any doubts, you can use the Help button from the bottom right corner. This will give you a list of important topics collected from frequently asked questions. You can search for the relevant topics here. This is exactly how it works. Very intuitive. You do not have to struggle a lot. With a couple of practice sessions, you'll be able to do really well in this interface. Thank you very much for taking out time to go through this video to understand the QMAT online platform better.